Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. 11 signs your wife appreciates you today. Now, I changed the wording a little bit from an article I'm going to read for you by Tina Fey from hackspirit.com, where she called it 11 signs your partner genuinely appreciates having you in their life. I'm going to move past that into marriage and, somebody that genuinely cares about you as a spouse. So different perspective. Now, before I read her 11 points that I very much agree with, I want to say this disclaimer. I think it takes time to see these things as being genuine ways that they appreciate you. I do not think you should say, these are 11 great things, and when I find somebody that exhibits those, I'm going to marry them. I just don't think you're going to find them right away. I think it is going to take some time. I think it may take, maybe 2 years if you're together. Let's say you're in the Philippines or you're in your city now in the West. It might take a couple of years to really see most of these 11 things and feel sure that it means that they appreciate you. A couple of years. Now, if you're marrying somebody after a long distance relationship, like I did with my wife, getting married in less than 8 weeks from 10,000 miles away, I think it might take up to 5 years or so to really see, most of these signals or signs present. And I don't think that should be a discouragement for anybody. I would hope there'll be more of an encouragement that it's going to take time and you must be patient. Work as hard as you can to be the best for that person. Don't be demanding that they do these things for you, because if it's not real, what good is that going to get you if you're trying to force it out of them? So be the right person. Anybody can fake it and say, well, I don't want to disappoint this person, so I'm going to do this for them or do that for them. Is that genuine? Is it just trying to make a good first impression? I would like to think that it would be for real and genuine. Anyone can last a few years, but a lot of marriages do not work out. And so I would say that the love was never there and they missed something early on. Now, their introduction here says, yes, we all think about if this person really wants to have us around. Love isn't always about big actions or huge lovey-dovey words. Most times it's the simple stuff that really counts. So there are 11 signs saying it's just not about saying, I love you. That's the easy thing to do. That's cheap. I wouldn't pay any attention to that. These signs show that your partner is serious about you and feels lucky to have you around. Number 1, they listen to you. Listening is a simple act that shows how much a person values what you have to say. So not much I can add to that. They say they want to know your thoughts and your feelings and your stories. This article is by Tina Fey, and I greatly agree with her. If your partner often puts down what you're doing to give you their full attention, it's a clear sign they really like having you around. That's something to notice. Number 2, they include you in their future plans. Easier to do if you're to the point you've gotten married. When your partner starts including you in their future plans, it's a sure sign they appreciate having you in their life. They say this could be anything from discussing where to spend the next summer vacation to imagining what your future house might look like, or even casual intentions of events happening several months down the line. My wife has gone through a lot of that, getting married so quickly. It's taken time. We're both working hard. Future plans, we have future plans, and I try to defer to her as much as possible. I've lived most of my life. Why would I want what I want to interfere what she thinks is best for her? That's just my perspective when you've got an age gap relationship. Number 3, they show interest in your interests. And that's certainly true. I know my wife likes these theater plays. We're going to see one in a couple of weeks. I think it's Aladdin. And those are great. I didn't know I'd like them, but I do. She wants to see certain parts of the United States. I really don't want to go out and travel, but since we've been doing it because she likes it and she wants to, now I enjoy it and now I want to. And that has brought us closer together. Maybe in the future she'll take more of an interest in football. We'll see. Number 4, they show you off. When your partner is proud to be with you and isn't afraid to show it, it's a sign they genuinely appreciate having you in their life. Whether it's introducing you to friends and family or posting pictures with you on social media, they want the world to know about you. My wife is kind of shy and protective of her privacy, so this is not one that she would probably major in, but to people close to her and the family, she has no problem doing that. Outside of that, I don't think she considers it anyone's business. Number 5, they make sacrifices for you. True appreciation often shines through the sacrifices one is willing to make for the other. It's when your partner willingly puts your needs or wants before their own, not out of obligation, but out of love and respect. I like these points. They are all Love Beyond the Sea approved. Making sacrifices. And it's tough to make sacrifices, but I do think it is well worth it and probably the best way to show your wife that she means something to you and that you are loving her. I don't think it's a 50-50 thing, marriage. I think it's a 100-100 thing, led by the man, the husband, leading the way in his love and her responding to it. Number 6, they remember small details. It's kind of tough for anyone. They're saying if you forget something to genuinely apologize because you know it bothers them. That's a challenge for everybody, but in my case, I try to remember my wife's schedule, not that she always needs it. Taking pills or vitamins and just remembering small details she likes and bringing it to her attention and asking her about her day and something she brought up yesterday or the week before that, so that I know I want to hear how it's developing. So small details, that's going to take a long time to remember and to get good at. Number 7, they're there for you, the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is why I say it's going to take time and patience. We've been married over 8 years. We're still developing. A lot of marriages are over by then. They broke up the development process because, even when there wasn't sexual sin involved, like adultery, they just don't get along and they don't work it out. They cite irreconcilable differences when they should be there for them, for the good, the bad, and the ugly. That takes a big commitment, and it's going to be borne out over time. I can tell you I'm with my wife no matter what happens to her, no matter what she does. She has to feel safe around me. So that was number 7. Number 8, before we run out of time, they respect you. They say respect is one of the cornerstones of any healthy relationship. If your partner truly appreciates you, they'll respect your opinions, decisions, boundaries, and essentially your individuality. A very good, sensible point there. Number 9, they apologize when they're wrong. And when you're married, you'll get plenty of opportunities to do that. You just have to. And number 10, they love you, flaws and all. Nobody's perfect. We all have our quirks, flaws, and insecurities. And again, many of those are revealed over time in a marriage, over the years. So I have to be patient. And number 11, they fight fair. Disagreements are inevitable in any relationship. Having a partner who values you will engage in fair fights. So please leave your comment here about this. You may not agree with me. That's okay to say. Here on Love Beyond the Sea, check out my affiliate link. I've got a book meant to be a match made in heaven that should be in the descriptions, and 1,500 videos here on Love Beyond the Sea.